Hi, I'm Kimberly from the Fat Quarter Shop, and I'm back with Bonnie and Camille for our third Snapshots block. Our Snapshots program benefits the St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital, and we're asking for a suggested donation of $5 per pattern. Our third block is called Put the Kettle On, and I love this block because I love hot chocolate. I drink it all the time, even in the summer in Texas in 110-degree heat. There's nothing better. But I'm here today with Camille, and she loves
Dr. Pepper.
And so, how old were you when you started drinking Dr. Pepper?
Well, I would like to start this out saying it was my dad's fault. It wasn't my mom.
I had nothing
but
to do with it.
my dad used to let me take a swig, he called it, of his Dr. Pepper when I was pretty young, a toddler probably. And so ever since then, I've been hooked on it. And as you well know, I love my Route 44 Dr. Pepper, and I have had quite a few in my life.
And I'm sure she's going to love being in Texas because we have a Sonic on every corner.
And Dr. Pepper in every store.
That's right. And I like Dr. Pepper too, but not that much.
No.
So let's get back to the studio and make our kettle block. Download the Snapshots pattern at the Fat Quarter Shop. Cut your fabrics and label them with your alphabetties. Use our full color 2000 since it matches the day sale fabric perfectly. Sew with a 1/4 inch seam allowance and press according to the pattern. Now here we go. On your fabric R rectangle, you're going to draw a dot 1.5 inches from the top right corner. You're going to draw a line from the top left corner to the bottom right dot. Use a friction pin because your ink is going to disappear later with heat. Then place your fabric R rectangle on your fabric H rectangle. Stitch directly on your line. Use a Creative Grids ruler and trim a 1/4 inch away from your seam. Then press. Then take your fabric I rectangle, draw a dot 1.5 inches up from the bottom right corner. Draw a line from the bottom left corner to the dot. Place this rectangle on your previously made unit and press, and you've got your top lid unit. I love that technique we just did, so let's do it again for our bottom lid unit. You're just going to use your fabric L and Y rectangles. Then you're going to add your fabric M rectangle, and your bottom lid unit is done. Now we're going to start working on our handle. Assemble the 2 units made previously, your fabric 1 rectangle and your fabric A rectangle, and you've got your unit. Now we're going to make our corner squares with our fabric O squares and fabric Z rectangles. One faces left and one faces right. Put your 3 units together and oh look, you have a handle. On our next step, you're going to assemble a P, S, and K rectangle to make 2 teapot base handle units. And now we're going to make our teapots. So on the wrong side of the units we just sewed, you're going to have your white larger rectangle on top. Draw a line from corner to corner. You're basically just making corner squares. Put it on your fabric T rectangles, and you've got your top left teapot base unit and your top right teapot base unit. To make your top bottom teapot base unit, we're going to use 1 fabric W rectangle and 2 fabric N squares. We're going to use our corner square technique and put the square on one side, then the second side, and we're going to have 2 units. We're going to use the same technique as the last step using our fabric V rectangle and fabric N squares. You're going to make 2 units, and our teapot is coming right along. We're making more corner square units with our fabric U rectangles and fabric E squares. Make 1 unit that faces left and 1 unit that faces right. To make your teapot base unit, you're going to take all the units we made previously, add your fabric C, you're going to sew down this seam, press, then sew your remaining seams, and your teapot base unit is done, and we've almost got our teapot complete. Put together your handle and your teapot, and now let's make the spout. Add your fabric X square to your fabric B rectangle for your spout unit. In this step, you're going to be using your fabric J and Q rectangles. First, on one of your rectangles, you're going to draw a line 1.5 inches from the bottom right corner on your fabric Q rectangle. Draw a line from your bottom left to your dot. Place your fabric Q rectangle on your fabric J rectangle, and here's your unit. Then you'll take this unit, take a fabric J rectangle, draw a line 1.5 inches from the bottom right corner, draw a dot. Draw a line from the bottom left corner to the dot. Place your fabric J rectangle on your unit, and this is how your steam is starting to look. So we're just going to keep going, doing the same thing. On another fabric Q, this time we're going to draw a dot 1.5 inches from the top right corner. Draw a dot, draw a line from the top left corner to your dot. Place the fabric Q on your previous unit, stitch on the line, and here's how your steam unit is looking. So let's keep going to finish our steam unit. Just follow our steps. Add a fabric J, press. Add a fabric Q, press. Add a fabric J, and press. Next, we're going to assemble our steam unit to our fabric G rectangle. Then we'll add our spout unit, and your right teapot unit is done. Block 3 is almost done. Assemble the 2 previously made units with your fabric F rectangles, and we're on to our last step. Let's put it all together with our fabric D rectangles, and block 3 is all done.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to come back next month on the 15th for another new quilt block.
And please donate. We can make a difference in the lives of the children and families of St. Jude.
As you share your blocks, don't forget to hashtag FQS Snapshots.